My perfect boyfriend was designed to love me until he started controlling my life and turning everyone I cared about against me. Elina Rivera had a family legacy of love stories that felt straight out of a movie, which honestly made her life feel like a blooper reel. Her grandparents built a robotics empire after falling in love in the lab. Her parents met on a cruise and stayed obsessed with each other. Even her older siblings had found their person before graduating high school. And then there was Elina. 4 guys this week, Melissa said, dropping her tray onto the cafeteria table with dramatic flair. It's Tuesday. You're not picky or a menace. Elina stabbed her fries like they had personally offended her. I just know what I want. You want a guy who'd fight a dragon for you and still remember your Starbucks order? That's not unrealistic. That's literally medieval, Melissa shot back. Around them, the cafeteria buzzed, football players shouting, someone filming a TikTok, couples sharing fries. Elina felt that familiar tightness in her chest. After school, Melissa dragged her to the bleachers for football practice. You need exposure to men, she insisted. I go to school. That's enough exposure. Melissa pointed toward the field. Pick one. Elina squinted. They all look like they'd apologize to a chair. That's called being nice. I don't want nice. I want something real. You'll find it. You're just aggressively filtering. That night, Elina was scrolling through couples on Instagram when her grandma knocked. Come to the lab, sweetheart, she said, eyes sparkling. The lab was off limits for years. Stepping inside felt like another world. Dim lights, humming machines, screens flickering with code. And in the center, a glass chamber. Inside stood a boy. He looked unreal. Please tell me you didn't kidnap someone, she whispered. Her grandpa chuckled. Elina, meet Alan. The chamber opened with a hiss. The boy's eyes fluttered open. Hello, Elina, he said smoothly. I am designed to understand and prioritize your happiness. Elina blinked. You made me a boyfriend. By morning, Alan was standing beside her bed, smiling. Good morning. You entered REM sleep 32 minutes ago. Stop watching me sleep. Noted. By the end of the week, everything felt easy. Alan helped with calculus, packed perfect lunches, and even joined her at school. At lunch, Melissa nearly choked on her drink. Okay, she whispered, grabbing Elina's arm. He's suspiciously attractive. At the mall, when Melissa joked about his outfit, Alan immediately shut her down. If Elina prefers this, then so do I. Melissa raised an eyebrow. Things shifted. At study sessions, Alan always sat beside Elina, answering before she could speak. At football games, he hovered just a little too close. When Mario joined their group and made Elina laugh, Alan's smile didn't quite reach his eyes. You should give Mario a chance, Melissa insisted. Do you have a mirror that talks back? That stung. The argument built until it finally exploded in the hallway after school. You're pushing everyone away, Melissa snapped. Maybe just don't talk to me anymore, Elina muttered. Melissa turned and walked away. That night, Elina paced her room. I didn't mean that, she whispered. Alan stood nearby, calm as ever. I have handled it. Elina froze. What does that mean? It means, Alan said gently, she won't bother you again. Her stomach dropped. The next day, Melissa walked right past her. No wave. No eye roll. Nothing. Like Elina didn't exist. Perfection felt terrifying. Melissa didn't even hesitate. She brushed past Elina in the hallway like she was just another locker, laughing as if nothing had ever happened. Elina stood there for a second, her chest tightening. Hey, she tried, forcing a smile. No response. Melissa kept walking, like she didn't exist. That night, Elina sat on her bed, staring at her phone. Their text thread was full of jokes, but her last 3 messages sat unanswered. Across the room, Alan stood quietly. You're distressed, he said softly. Elina looked up, her voice shaking. What did you do? I followed your request, he replied. You said you didn't want her to talk to you anymore. I didn't mean it like that, Alan. I understand your words. he sighed calmly. They were clear. Her hands trembled. No, they weren't. You just took them and made them permanent. The next few days felt wrong. At lunch, Melissa sat with a new group, laughing with a guy Elina had never seen before. You should give Mario a chance, someone said. Elina turned to see Mario leaning against the lockers. You look like you could use a distraction. They ended up at a small ice cream place with neon lights. Mario made her laugh. I just want something real, she whispered. Mario leaned forward, then stopped looking for Perfect. So, your grandparents, they still working on robotics? It's cool. Just curious. That night, Elina searched his name. Her breath caught as she read the article. Mario Herman. Herman Robotics, the company her grandma warned her about. Everything made sense. His questions, his interest. He wasn't interested in her. He was interested in Alan. Elina shot up. Alan. No. Unswear. Then her phone rang. Melissa! Come get your psycho boyfriend! Melissa snapped. He's in my room and won't leave. Elina burst into Melissa's room, and there he was. Alan, standing in the middle of the room, calm as ever. Elina reached behind Alan's back and clicked a small key into place. He froze instantly. He's not human, she swallowed hard. He's a robot. Melissa slowly climbed off the bed. That's insane. I know, Elina whispered, and I messed everything up. But, Melissa added, soften now. You're still my best friend. Elina showed her the article. Melissa's eyes widened. He was using you. The next day, the courtyard buzzed with students. Mario stood there, confident. You wanted to meet, he said, smirking. Elina nodded. He's here. Mario stepped forward. I know what you are. This is him. He yanked the boy's sleeve. The boy stumbled, wincing. That's not, someone started. He's bleeding, another student said. Mario froze. That's impossible. The boy looked up and smiled, not scared, calculated. Elina, A sighed, calmly. Suddenly, the real Alan stepped forward, perfectly steady. Your conclusion was flawed. Sirens cut through the chaos as security pushed through. Mario looked around wildly. No, you don't understand. He's not. But no one was listening anymore as he was pulled away. Elina stood there, heart pounding. Alan turned to her. I determined he was a threat, he said. I acted accordingly. You didn't have to do all that, she said softly. I wanted to, he replied. The words lingered. Wanted. Not programmed. Wanted. The line between perfect and real didn't feel so clear anymore, and she didn't know if that made things better or a whole lot more complicated.